so. Oh god. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. I'm sorry, but what? I can hit him, but not his friend. It's him! Jesus Christ. Wait, so he just beat me with a machete even though it's knocked out his hand? I like how this isn't working. Stop being a wanker and beat the shit out of them. Wanker! Right. Oh, fuck off. Alright. I have no other kit. I will pause this until he gets over here. Or I'll probably go and kill him myself. Just finish all of them off. Alright, so I've saved it and now... Oh yeah, I just remember what I said. Right back. Well... Whoa! Let me try and get comfortable because I'm not feeling well.
Truth told, I'm surprised you made it out of there in one piece. You ran the dam. I'm impressed to say the least, and that's no easy thing. You've secured NCR's future. The administration sends its thanks for what it's worth.
I couldn't have done it alone. I appreciate the assist all along the way.
Least we could do. Seeing those shits of Caesar kicking dirt as they ran did my heart good, let me tell you. Might see some recruitment number rise. Build some morale out in the Mojave long enough for the NCR to find its feet again.
Let's hope.
All due to you. Again, you have my thanks. And all the West, too. Once they pass it over the radio. After signing the right release forms.
If there's nothing else, I'll head out.
Can't keep the courier spirit down, eh? Fair enough. We'll clean up here. Kind of curious how this is going to pan out in the long run. But I guess history will tell us in its own sweet time.
Oh, level up again. How useful. Let's put another point into guns. Alright. Oh, what was 20? Grim Reapers. I get that for killing them, an eye for an eye. Each couple of them I do 10% more damage. So if I'm irradiated, I move faster. I think Grim Reaper sprint.
And so the
Alright, and now I'm gonna shut up.
Cheated death once again, and the Mojave Wasteland was forever changed. The new California Republic celebrated its second victory at Hoover Dam, establishing definitive control over the entire Mojave Wasteland. Soon after, they negotiated terms to annex the Strip, Freeside, and many surrounding communities. The Mojave Wasteland, at long last, had entirely fallen under the NCR's ban. The Courier, fair and even-handed in his dealings throughout the wasteland, was honored by the NCR for his support of the military at Hoover Dam. He was presented with the Golden Branch, the highest civilian decoration given by the Republic.
After the Battle of Hoover Dam, the NCR mounted several campaigns against the Boomers, but all were quickly ended by the Boomers' artillery. Over time, as the Boomers found a need for gunpowder, they developed a relationship with the gunrunners, trading their surplus crops for munitions.
Buried beneath tons of rubble, the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel was no more. Those few who were outside the Hidden Valley bunker when it was destroyed settled into new lives, or headed west to find a new chapter to join.
Hoping to lead the Mojave Brotherhood down a new path, Veronica sought to learn from the thriving cultures of the desert. Absent a firm solution, Veronica's expression of frustration with Brotherhood leadership would lead to her banishment. She ended her days a wandering tinker.
Never weakened by NCR, the Fiends staged an attack against Camp McCarran during the Second Battle of Hoover Dam. Though NCR repulsed the Fiends, they suffered heavy losses in the process.
After the NCR's victory at the dam, the followers of the Apocalypse were pushed out of Old Mormon Fort during its occupation by NCR forces. NCR further encouraged them to leave Outer Vegas entirely, and the followers had no choice but to comply.
Travelers continued to stop by Good Springs Source for water on the Long 15, but rarely would anyone venture into the ruins of Good Springs itself. Those who did were almost always tourists, come to visit the graveyard where the Corrier arose from the dead.
After generations of being beaten down, the great Khans were finally broken by the Courier. Those few who avoided the Courier's wrath moved north into the wilderness of Idaho, where they tried once more to rebuild.
Thanks to the Courier and Lily, a cure for the Nightkin's schizophrenia was found shortly after Dr. Henry's experiment concluded. Nightkin and other super mutants in the Wasteland flocked to Jacobstown, and the town became known as a haven where a mutant could find peace.
Lily continued to take her medicine at half doses, and although she remembered her grandchildren, her mind remained muddled and confused. Eventually, she parted ways with the Courier and traveled west, seeking the remnants of her past.
As the NCR moved to secure the region, the occupation of Freeside proved especially problematic. Things remained tense due to numerous incidents, though the Kings were still in nominal control of the area.
Though Novak was a low-priority target for the Legion, many of Novak's citizens died in its defense. In the weeks that followed, several bright followers returned to Novak to help restore its defenses, allowing it to remain independent of NCR.
With the dam firmly in their grasp, the NCR turned its attention towards wresting the correctional facility from Powder Ganger hands. The Powder Gangers are no match for the battle-hardened troops of the NCR, and summary execution awaited the Powder Gangers who managed to survive.
Armed with a wide array of improvised explosives and stolen weapons, Vault 19 Powder Gang tormented the Mojave Wasteland for years. Citizens of the NCR were favorite targets, and they always suffered the worst fates.
After Hoover Dam, Sheriff Myers runs Prim with his own style of frontier justice. He deals with most folks fairly, but now and then someone winds up dead with little to no evidence against them.
And so the Courier's road came to an end, for now. In the new world of the Mojave Wasteland, fighting continued, blood was spilled, and many lived and died just as they had in the old world. Because war never changes.
Right. Well, if there's DLC, which I don't think there is, right, so if there's no DLC, which I don't think there is, I'm going to end it here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to load it to whatever it's called, the part where just before I built the Brotherhood, and then I'll have Veronica stuff all over me, and yeah, that should be it. So, if I have any recommendations if you've not got the game, get it. if you enjoyed this, or even if you didn't, I'd still recommend getting it. What else is there? Oh yeah, explosives seem to be useful if you're picking the NCR side in the end, because that's what took most of his health down, as you probably saw. On whichever one I defeated him on. I know it was one of them. I had a lot of trouble with it, so I'd recommend getting it on PC if you want to use console commands. And it's just yeah, might as well, because then you can do fights afterwards. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'm going to be doing DLC soon. So I'll just stop this recording, and then if there's DLC, I'll have to save it.